Hello everybody, Joanne here. I hope you're all keeping well. Today I'm going to give you a tour of a very interesting and I would consider it to be a very important property, particularly for those of you who might be looking for a property to downsize to. Now, I've spoken a lot over the years about the downsizing challenges, not only trying to find a property that's suitable for downsizing, but also in terms of one that really adequately suits needs and has a good location. So therefore, this property is really important because it really will reach the expectations of many of the people looking to downsize. So the first thing to tell you about is the location and the address. It's 96 Cherrybrook in Ardee in Mid-Louth. It is located about 1.4 kilometres just south of Ardee town, just off the Ardee to Collon road. So you are very close to town, and also if you, for example, needed to go in the other direction, it's very easy and reachable. The area itself, a lovely quiet neighbourhood. In particular, 96 Cherrybrook is in a lovely little quiet cul-de-sac of like-minded houses. It's a semi-detached, single-storey, two-bedroomed home. So already that's going to be of interest to people. The property itself measures less than 60 square metres, so it's a really good size. You're talking around about 600 square feet. It's a great manageable size. The two bedrooms are doubles. It's got an E rating BER. And crucially, stay tuned to the end because there's a lovely east to south facing back garden with a garage. And the garage is going to be really important, whether you want to do gardening, whether you want to make an extra space there, make it into a gym, make it into an extra reception or an office, whatever your needs be. That room is going to be crucial to the next person in terms of giving them extra options, even if it's simply storage of your stuff. So we're nicely set off at the front. I'm going to be pointing a lot of the things out as I go through the house, particularly with downsizers in mind. And I'll provide some extra information to the channel for downsizers separately. So this is 96 Cherrybrook. This is now on the market at $245,000. It's a fantastic little home. It's important. Let's have a look inside. Now, before we get stuck inside, I just want to give you a look at the context of where we are here. We're set into a lovely little cul-de-sac setting. Nice, quiet, tucked away. You can see there the house itself is set back off the footpath with a lovely sized front space, which is gated, so you can pull the car in. In fact, you could pull 2 or 3 cars in there if you wanted to, and close the gate behind you, or have the kids or the grandkids playing in the front garden with the gate closed. It's a lovely, neat house, under 60 square metres, so very manageable size. We're going to go and look in the back garden into that garage in a few moments, but let's get on inside. So we're into the entrance hallway. Very nice, very simple layout. Into the right, first bedroom. It's a double room, as you can see, looking out onto the front. And absolutely crucially, and I always point out these things, there is nothing looking back at you. Can you see what I mean there? There's no house directly in front of you. There's only the side of a house. There's a built-in wardrobe here, so plenty storage there. That's that room. Next, I'm taking you into the living room. It's a very sweet, comfortable room. This lovely wooden floor, solid or semi-solid. There's a fireplace there. There's an electric fire in it now, but there's a space for a solid fuel fire behind. A lovely tiled and cast iron inset there, as you can see, and then with a hardwood mantelpiece. And then around again, we're at the front of the property here. So as I say, you're looking onto the side of a house, so there's nobody looking back at you. You can see from this room, it's a nice proportion. There's a nice, very nice suite of furniture there. That's a sofa and 2 large armchairs and a sideboard. So in terms of, people always think about their furnishings and where they'd put their stuff. It gives you an idea and gets you starting thinking about whether, what you have would suit this house, because it's very capable in terms of space. Then next we have, I'll just give you a quick look in here. It's the bathroom. It's fully tiled, and crucially, it has been adapted to make it accessible. So it's a wet room effectively. And then we go on into the third bedroom. Didn't just get the blinds open yet. Now, a great sized room. It's double, but a good double, very good double. And again, loads of storage there. This room is to the back of the house, and in a few moments we'll go and have a look in the back garden. So that's a very comfortable room as well. Now, into the kitchen, which also is at the back, tiled floor. And there you have it. You can see there, oh, I don't want to put too much sunlight on you. So there you have freestanding appliances, fridge, freezer, oven, washing machine. There's a little hot press to the side. And then there's a dining area with additional overhead and side storage there. So there's an adequate amount of worktop space as well as storage space. Now we'll have a look out here because I want to show you this. Lovely, manageable, neat, low maintenance back garden. It's oil fired central heating. You see the oil tank there, and then over there to the side is the boiler. Okay. It's completely private here, folks. So when you're standing here or when you're sitting here in the back garden or having your cup of tea or doing whatever you're doing, or people are playing football, it's very private. Now, this garage is very important. The first thing to point out is that the back garden is completely gated with this very, very good wide gate here. So that gives you good security for whatever you're doing in the back garden. And then we'll go and have a look in here. This is it. Block garage. That's a tumble dryer there. Electric power to it. And that's a manual roller door there. So whether it's that maybe you want something for a workshop, or maybe you want to pull a little car in, or whatever it might be. At the rear there is somebody else's garden, essentially. So again, no surprises there. It is a sweetheart of a house. Its location is great because you're like, 1.4 kilometres from the town of Ardee. So it's a good location, but in a lovely, lovely quiet setting. And so it's going to appeal to a lot of people. Particularly I would think as a downsizer option, this is absolutely spot on. Very low maintenance and very much ready to go. So I'll be delighted to take your questions on it and to hear your feedback on it. And please do let us know if you have an interest, because this is the kind of property that is not going to really stay on the market all that long. That is to say, we're expecting quite a good bit of interest in it. So thank you for joining me on this virtual viewing. As I'm walking back out to the front now, I'll give you another look back at the front of it. And there you go. And yeah, perhaps I'll see you here very soon. Many thanks.